Well, there's no question that the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona is an incredible program for girls, something that local author Mel Greenberg and Bravo Boutique are well aware of, and they're encouraging you to join them in their effort. Mel Greenberg joins me now, along with CEO of the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona, Debbie Rich. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Hi.
So nice to have you here. So we're talking about a great way that you're going to help the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona with this wonderful new book. It's your first one. Let's talk about it a little bit and tell me, what's it about, first of all?
It is a story, a fictional account of a woman coming to terms with midlife. And she's raised 3 children. She's been married 25 years. And they're all gone, so she's an empty nester, and she's kind of looking out at how to find her voice again and find relevance in the next section and the next chapters of her life.
Right, life doesn't end, it's just the next chapter, and so many people listening, I'm sure, can relate to that, because being in an empty nest, I mean, I know from my relatives, can be pretty tough. And so what inspired you to write this book and that topic specifically?
Well, certainly my own experience, and it is not a memoir. However, I drew from my own experiences and those around me, and seeing us all really struggle with figuring out what comes next, who we want to be, what our lives will look like, our marriages, our homes, careers, and it's a chance to kind of sit back and reevaluate. So it was through that experience, and the characters just kind of came alive in my head.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And how's the book organized? When I was flipping through it a little bit, when I read part of it, it's sort of in entries in a way, right? Is that how it's sort of organized, or?
It takes place over 7 days in Italy, and the couple, their home is in Dallas, and they have businesses, and they spend, they're situated also in Italy. And Samantha, the character, comes to Florence to meet her husband Michael with an agenda, and unbeknownst to her, he has one of his own. And they kind of meet head on and come to terms with, okay, now what?
Yeah.
And it's a big question, and who are we? And we are all just trying to survive imperfectly.
Yeah, and speaking of the reception of the book, what surprised you most about how it was received by people?
Honestly, it's been the wider audience. Clearly there is a niche market, my age, 40 to 60, I would say, empty nest women. But I've been approached, and young women have reached out to me, and men have reached out to me about how it's resonating with them. The younger readers, in terms of oh, now we get what our parents went through. They turned into kind of aliens as we start, headed off to college. And so that's been really wonderful. And then even women have reached out who do not have children. They've either gone through divorce, they've suffered major life changes, and it's resonating with them because that's, at the end of the day, what it is.
So clearly a very well-liked book, very relatable to many people, and that's all to say that it's part of this great event that's going to go to benefit the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona. So Debbie, what's it feel like for you as CEO of the Girl Scouts to have Mel and Bravo Boutique support you in this way?
I was really honored when Mel came to me with her book and to be the beneficiary, because the book is about finding your voice. And it's really about this woman who had a voice in her younger years, and it just kind of disappeared as she went through her life. And that's what we do. We help girls form that voice and be strong in it and be advocates for themselves and others. So the marriage of the book with our movement was really quite strong, and I know it resonates with so many of the women that I work with, the volunteers. So I was just honored that she would think of her youth and what made her have a voice and come back to us.
Well, that is a remarkable connection. I mean, the similarity there, you're setting girls up to have a voice the rest of their life, to stand up for themselves, and to be part of society in a big way. And so, Mel, let's talk about the event. I mean, you'll have copies of your book, of course, that you'll be signing. Also, I have something behind me here, which is another part of the event.
Well, Katrina with Bravo Boutique, she's a local owner. It's a local business, which is fabulous. She has been on board from the beginning. And Cosabella, which Samantha wears, the Cosabella lingerie is an Italian brand, but it's made in the United States also. And they are sending in their fall and winter line and some really, really cool surprises that we'll have. We have a raffle basket that is also full of Girl Scout treats. And we're going to have, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be talking about the book and the inspiration. And again, the connection with Girl Scouts. I was a Brownie, I was a Girl Scout. And their mission in finding your voice is Samantha's journey. So the connection was beautiful, and Katrina and I were so thrilled to be a part of it with them and have them on this journey with us.
Well, anybody who goes can sort of see that idea of finding your voice and also look good while you're doing it, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
thanks for joining me here today. Congrats on the book. Thank you
Thank
for
you
supporting the
so
Girl
much.
Scouts. And thanks to all that you guys do too as the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Support the Girls is taking place tomorrow from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at Bravo Boutique. A portion of the proceeds from sales will go directly to the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona, and you can learn more by visiting melmediallc.com or by calling 520-319-3178.